Welcome back to You Know What I'm Saying, episode 7. And today is a special episode because we get to talk about my bread and butter, aliens. Since I was a child, I always knew that we weren't alone. I think a lot of people knew this already, like, you know what I'm saying? But it's become a thought in the back of people's mind. People don't even think about it no more because we worry about bills. Niggas got to pay bills, niggas got to take care of their kids and all that shit. So they're like, man, fuck aliens. We don't even want to talk about it no more. But now, they're saying that we're in the age of disclosure, where they can just start disclosing this shit to us about aliens, UAPs, all this stuff like that.
The American people are ready to receive the truth.
Humanity is not the only intelligence in the universe.
Humanity is not the only intelligent species.
We are absolutely not alone.
Non-human intelligence exists.
UAPs are real, they're here, and they're not human.
So instead of me breaking it down myself first, we're going to go back to the handy dandy notepad. I know it's been a minute since I brought this bitch out, but it's time. The age of disclosure is the idea that humanity may be approaching a period where governments, military organizations, or powerful institutions slowly reveal information about unidentified aerial phenomena, UAPs, also known as, you guessed it, UFOs, extraterrestrial life, or even interdimensional beings. Interdimensional beings, like what the fuck? Like they walk amongst. This is crazy though. As I'm recording this, so this has facial recognition, right? I'm not even capping. This has facial recognition. So I get up to look at the camera to make sure it's recording, and the camera just flings that way, and I see the box just zooming in on this fucking out, bro. No lie, we getting chills talking about it right now. Other dimensional shit. Like now I'm just talking, oh my God, whatever. Fuck it. Like, moving on. That they may have hidden for decades. Interdimensional beings that they may have hidden for decades. Supporters of this idea point to military footage, seen that, whistleblower testimonies, heard that, declassified documents, and growing public discussions about UFOs as signs that secrecy around the topic is beginning to crack. Whatever. Some people believe the secrecy exists to prevent public panic, protect advanced technology, preserve religious and social stability, or maintain geopolitical power. Others think there may be truths about consciousness, dimensions, or reality itself that the governments are not fully prepared to explain publicly. Bro, and there's one thing about this subject that pisses me off, right? The age of disclosure. We're talking about aliens, UFOs, like possibly the beginning of our existence. And I go on TikTok and people are now saying the age of disclosure is talking about their fucking bills. I don't give a fuck about your bills, bro. We're talking about aliens right now. I get it. I'm the first person to tell you, you know what I'm saying, get a budget, this, that, the third, blah, blah. But I got an opportunity to talk about aliens and our existence. I'm going to talk about that shit because I love that. But when you start talking about how life is so hard and we got to pay these bills, we really out here struggling, shut the fuck up, bro. That's y'all problem now, bro. That why
y'all just going for the trickery. You gotta think about it like, man, y'all paying rent on Earth, man. That sounds crazy.
That don't even make no sense.
That don't even make no sense, man. That's like a penguin paying to live in the ocean. A gorilla paying to stay in the jungle. I thought you were from Earth. So why you gotta pay to stay on Earth?
Why?
I can't even get to that. I'll leave that shit alone. Anyway, why would the government wait to tell us this now? I can only think of one reason, right? The Epstein files. That clear cut. I ain't got much to say about that shit. We already know they're not going to tell us everything that we want to know. Most people, a part of the government, are sick, and they don't want us to know what the fuck they've been doing up there, whether it's been eating babies, raping people, doing seances, all this spiritual crazy shit. They don't want us to know. So we're not going to know. So how do they distract us from knowing? Let's fuck their whole head up and tell them about aliens, all right? Donald Trump already, you know what I'm saying, released some UFO files like his first term. And, it was just videos of flying objects and nobody really gave a fuck, right? But now we're talking about interdimensional beings and aliens and all this crazy shit. It's like, okay, cool. Yeah, this was a very convenient time because not only y'all released the Epstein files as redacted like a motherfucker, and then Y'all start the Iranian war for God knows what. I try not to do push button topics where, you know what I'm saying, it gets a lot of traction just because it's the hot topic at the moment. But, you know, whatever. You start the war with Iran because of Israel, this, that, and that. I don't fucking know. I ain't got nothing to say about that shit either. And then you're like, well, this isn't working either. People still want to see the Epstein files. Let's drop aliens on their ass. Let's tell them all about the aliens, all the secrets we've been hiding, this, that, and the third. But why? Why? Epstein files. Fuck it. So why have they been hiding it from us? I have a theory. I made a video a couple weeks ago. It went crazy on Instagram, right? Where I said I feel like the government knows what happens when we die. And the reason they don't tell us what happens when we die is because a lot of people were just off themselves for several reasons. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, maybe hell isn't real or something like that. I'm not saying it's not. I don't want no Christians getting in my inbox talking about, hey, bro, hell is real, heaven is real.
Oh, calm down, Jamal. Don't pull out the 9.
But let's say, just for example's sake, let's say hell isn't real and the government knows that, and you know, when you die, you just go to another dimension, or what do they call it? Or you're just born again, or go to another body, have a different life. This, that, I can't think of the name of it for some reason. I talk about this shit all the time, and I'm drawing a blank here. But so they know, like, they don't want to cause widespread just chaos. People just offer themselves or offer other people because, like, shit, they're going to be born again anyway. Fuck, I'm about to kill them in this lifetime. They'll get another life type shit. You know what I'm saying? That could be a reason. Or people would just be worried like a motherfucker, like, because, like, oh, yeah, what if we were just here as because our spirits, our soul is just food to the, whatever. It's like crazy shit. So the government is like, we can't tell them this information. They can't handle this information. And now that I think about it, yesterday I was getting my hair done, right? And I'm sitting there, and suddenly I'm just going into existential crisis.
Reality is poison. I want to go back. I hate this.
What's his deal?
Morning.
Because the whole alien shit started here. I didn't even want to talk about this shit today. I didn't know what the fuck I was going to talk about today, which is why I'm just now recording this video today on Thursday, right before I'm releasing it. So if I'm a little scattered, don't mind me. But I was going into an existential crisis. I was just about to sink into my own mind. I was fucking losing it. I was losing it like crazy. I was like, bro, what dimension am I? Like, is everything real? Like, because it's all happening so fast where everybody just started to talk about all this crazy shit. I'm like, I already knew it was real. I already knew, like, a part of me knew it was going to happen. But it's like, all right, now it's here. And it's like, I don't even know if I'm ready to hear what they have to say. Because I'm also seeing videos where, like, government officials are saying, or people like scientists are saying, if people knew what we knew about aliens and our true existence and why we were put here, they wouldn't be able to sleep at night. And I almost fell into that sunken place, like, I'm concerned yesterday, but I had to ground myself. I was like, bro, nothing felt real for a moment. And bear with me, bro. But yeah, so that's why I think the government will hide all this information, just to not have widespread chaos. And they want to keep us, you know what I'm saying, in line. Let's make sure they keep going to work. Let's make sure everybody still has a status, you know what I'm saying, poor, rich, middle class, all this crazy shit. Because it's like, we don't want our good little thing to be messed up, okay? But, you know, but now they like, well, what else can we do to shock these folks and not give them the Epstein file? Well, let's talk. Let's tell them about aliens. Like I said before. And they're also saying that these aliens might not be from another planet. They're just from another dimension. Isn't that crazy? So you telling me this is not the only dimension? Which, like I said, I feel like part of me already knew this. I don't know if I ever told y'all, but I had a moment one time while I was walking, and then like something hit me like a bag of bricks. Like, oh, we're not on this earth for long. We got to go back home after this. Whatever home is, I just couldn't remember that. But I had that moment. But moving on. But they're saying the aliens originated from Earth or are just part of another dimension, which makes sense to me because the universe is so massive and so calculated and everything like that, and it never ends. And it's like, even if there were beings from other planets, we wouldn't be able to find them because they're millions of light years away, right? But we will also be a fool to think that this is the only dimension. I think there's portals all over the place. They talk about it on like Ancient Aliens, the show, like on Netflix or whatever, and these history channels, whatever. Like a lot of these things are portals, and we will never know about it because the government keeps it as a secret, right? So if they are a part of another dimension, how did they get here? You know what I'm saying? What are they doing here? Are they watching us? Did they put us here to watch us? Are we an experiment? Are we a vessel? Are we containers for souls? It's so many theories. I can't even get into all of them. It's insane. But I'm curious to why they're taking so long to do it. They're introducing this disclosure very slowly, right? And it seems to be, that's all I'm seeing on TikTok is about this age disclosure stuff and aliens and all that. But why are they introducing it so slow? What could have us tripped out? What about this information could have us so tripped out where it's like we can't just tell them all this at once? Then again, I can understand it because, like I said, I was going into an existential dread yesterday. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to know. I feel like this has been my life's work. This has been my life's work. This is all I want to know about. You know what I'm saying? And now it's here, and it's like, I don't know if I can handle that truth. I don't know if my brain can take it. I don't know if I can handle like whatever information they tell us. Like, oh yeah, we like somebody said, oh, they put us here and basically as an experiment, all this stuff, and they created religion in order to control us. And it's like I don't know what to do with that information because I grew up in church my whole life. Like now I'm like, are y'all demons? You know what I'm saying? So I have a lot of different thoughts about it. But this is just me venting about this whole situation. Like I don't know how to feel. I don't know what's real no more. I don't know what's real no more, bro. I don't even know what reality we're in these days. And we still gotta go pay bills. We still gotta go to work. We still gotta go pay bills. We still gotta act like none of this shit is happening. And I don't know. Does anybody else think about this shit? That we are in a universe that is never ending. We're spinning around the sun fast as hell. The sun is spinning around something else fast as hell, and we're just traveling through an abyss at over 1 million miles per hour. Does anybody think about that? Does anybody take the time to really think about their existence? Like, look at the things around them and touch everything and feel everything and how none of this feels real sometimes? You know, I think about the movie The Matrix. I'm like, is that life? Is that what we are? Is that what we're doing? I feel like people don't have the opportunity to think that deeply because they're so, you know what I'm saying, engulfed in their life, you know what I'm saying, their work, their jobs, their kids, their family. I don't got none of that. So I ain't got nothing but time to think. And like I said, I've been thinking about this since I was a child. And I remember when I was a toddler, I had a dream. And in the dream, God told me wonder was the last thing he gave us. So I've been wondering ever since, and I've been lost. In order to wonder, you have to be lost to find something, right? And I've been trying to find this information, and it's just all manifesting. Like I just manifested it to come about, and now it's coming so quickly. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with this information. I don't know how to feel. I don't nervous. You know, when I took my science class in college, you know, I love science, but we talked about beginning of the universe and the Big Bang Theory and all this crazy stuff, right? And it made me question the world as I know it, right? Like the world being here 4.5 billion years. Humans literally just got here, like in the in space and time, humans like a half millisecond. That's how long we've been here. And just how intricate our body is, our anatomy is, and we just evolved over millions of years. I know science made me question everything. It didn't make me question my beliefs. I know we were created. I know there's a higher power. It made me want to read more into the Bible and into the book of Enoch and understand everything a little bit more. And the more questions I have, the more answers I look for, the less I know. I don't know no more. So I'm trying to figure out, like I can't even talk in complete sentences no more because my thoughts are all over the place. Who are we? Why were we put here? Is this information about to come out? Is this something that we're about to know in a minute? And can we handle it as a civilization? Y'all think we can handle this information as a civilization? Do you think we can handle them saying, yes, aliens exist? Yes, they put us here. Because what do you do with religion then? And do you believe it? Especially Christians. I want to know, people that's strong into their religion, Christians, Muslims, all that stuff. I grew up Christian too. I would still consider myself a Christian. I just don't go to church. I do read the Bible sometimes though. But like, what does that do for your belief? Who do you call God now? You know what I'm saying? How does this reshape humanity now that we know why we're here, how we were put here? Do we still go to work tomorrow? What do we do? What do we do once we know the answers? Once we have the answers, that takes away the wonder. So it almost makes me question, like, should they even tell us? Should they take away the wonder? Should they take away the why and give it to us? Does that take away the whimsy of life? Do we live in depression after that? Do we have too much knowledge? I don't know. I'm ready, but I'm not ready. As you can see. I'm just not figuring this life thing out. So if they drop a bomb on me, where I'm like, I can't even take it. Well, like I said, I already think deeply about life anyway. So I know something's up. Jig's up. But that's all today. I'm just expressing my thoughts on the age of disclosure. But look it up. Check it out. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a conversation that need to be had as people. Like, we could take a step away from bills. The shit that just has you distracted from life. Like, you are a form of life that came out of nowhere. Do you not understand that, bro? You are a life that came out of nowhere. You just sitting on the planet just chilling, like, but we paying bills. We all know that shit crazy. But do we ever think how deep the rabbit hole goes? Red pill, blue pill, you know what I'm saying? Do we want to know? Do we take the red pill or the blue? Like, do y'all want to know? That's all I got, though. Like I said, I recorded this today. I'm dropping it today. Are you ready for disclosure? Episode 7 of Yk WiS. Thank you.
Say that my money right now, I ain't getting it over the plan. What is you saying? I taught her to slur, got a little accent, gotta lean in to see what I'm saying. Try if you